Are you tired of your job feeling like a constant game of whack-a-mole? A pipe bursts, an AC unit dies, and you're always one step behind? Well, guess what? The way we manage facilities is going through a massive shift. We're moving from reactive firefighting to proactive strategy. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? This is the core question we have to ask ourselves. Are you just fixing things as they break down, or are you truly getting ahead of the curve? Because this isn't just some small difference in approach, it's a fundamental choice that completely changes the game.
So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to unpack the challenges facing modern facilities. Then, we'll look at why the old ways just don't cut it anymore. That'll lead us right into the big idea, the predictive maintenance shift. From there, we'll dig into the smart tech toolkit you'll need, talk about how to get over those common hurdles, and finally, wrap up with the huge business payoff.
All right, let's dive right into our first section, the Modern Facility Challenge. Because if you're a manager today, you know there's a perfect storm of pressure, and it feels like it's coming from every single direction.
It's a nonstop juggling act. Think about it. You're not just fixing leaky faucets anymore. You're monitoring incredibly sophisticated equipment. You're managing these complex, overlapping maintenance schedules. You're making sure everything meets strict compliance and safety codes. And oh yeah, on top of all that, you're supposed to hit some pretty ambitious sustainability goals. The old way of doing things just can't keep up.
And all that pressure, well, it leads us right here, to our next section, why the old methods are failing. The honest truth is, what used to be good enough is now a recipe for falling dangerously behind the competition.
And here you can see the two worlds, side by side. On one side, you've got reactive maintenance. This is the world of spreadsheets, of manual logs, of just responding to breakdowns as they happen. And what does that lead to? Unplanned downtime and costs that just spiral out of control. But on the other side, you have predictive maintenance. This is a whole new world, driven by smart sensors and AI, totally focused on preventing failures and delivering some serious ROI and efficiency.
So, how do we make that jump? That's where the big idea comes in, which brings us to Section 3, the predictive maintenance shift. And I want to be clear, this isn't just about a new tool. This is a completely different way of thinking about how we manage our assets.
Seriously, if there is one single thing you take away from this explainer, let it be this. The entire revolution in facility management boils down to this one powerful idea. We have to shift our mindset from fix broken things to prevent broken things. It's that simple and that profound.
So what exactly is predictive maintenance? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a health monitor for your entire building. It uses this network of smart sensors, what people call the Internet of Things, or IoT, to constantly check the vital signs of all your equipment. Then, really powerful machine learning algorithms sift through all that data, they spot patterns that scream trouble ahead, and they alert you to potential failures before they actually happen. Okay, so the concept is a game changer. But what's actually under the hood? What technology makes all this magic possible? Let's get into Section 4, your Smart Tech Toolkit. These are the key pieces of the puzzle that are driving this massive change.
Let's break down the core components. First up, you've got smart sensors and IoT devices. These are your eyes and ears on the ground, monitoring equipment health 24/7. Next, mobile CMMS apps. That's just a fancy term for computerized maintenance management systems. They keep your teams connected and able to respond instantly, right from their phones. Then you have these amazing things called digital twins. They're basically virtual copies of your facility where you can safely test out changes. We also have AI-powered tools that help you optimize your physical space based on how it's actually being used. And finally, energy monitoring systems, which are crucial for cutting down waste and hitting those sustainability goals. Each piece here solves a really critical problem.
Now, of course, adopting all this new tech isn't always a simple walk in the park. Which brings us to a very important section, overcoming implementation hurdles. This is the reality check that every organization needs before they dive into a digital transformation.
The journey to a smarter facility really has three major roadblocks you need to plan for. And let me tell you, successfully navigating these isn't just important, it's often the difference between a successful transformation and a really costly failure. So let's break them down.
First up, integration. You probably have a bunch of different systems that don't talk to each other. You have to get them all communicating effectively. Second, and this one is huge, is change management. Your team needs proper training and support to actually trust and use these new tools. You can't just throw it at them. And third, something you absolutely cannot ignore, data security.
Every single one of those new connected devices is a potential weak spot, so your cybersecurity game has to be top-notch.
So, you navigate those challenges. What's on the other side? What's the ultimate payoff? Let's wrap up with our final section. Smarter facilities, stronger business. This is where all that hard work really translates into a powerful, long-term advantage.
And this right here is the bottom line. Let's be really clear. Implementing smart asset management isn't about chasing the latest shiny tech trend. It's a fundamental business decision. It's about protecting the massive investments you already have in your buildings, and even more importantly, it's about creating a real, sustainable, competitive advantage in your industry.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. The evidence is all there. The technology is ready. The question really isn't whether to adopt these technologies anymore, but how quickly can you do it? Because the future of facility management isn't on its way, it's already here.